So to add the model, let's head to the Bootstrap website. So here we have the model. So let's copy and use it. So you can use anyone from this. So you'll have a button once we click on it. So the modal appears. So let's copy the button and we can use the button inside our index page. So let's add here a div with margin top and bottom of 3 and add the button. So this is the button. Let's add also an icon. We can use fas, fa, plus, and add here add, save and refresh. And we have here the button. So once we click on the button, we will display the modal that have. So let's give it save student modal. Give us the ID save student modal. And here inside our project, let's create another, or inside the public, let's create another. So we can, let's move the layouts, let's move them inside the public. I think it's better than leaving them outside. So here we have the database and here we have the layouts. And inside the public, let's add modals. And let's add a new modal. Let's name it student save modal .php. And later we will add content for the. So now we need only to move one in one folder. So we have the same. So the same thing. So we have the same inside the same folder, which is public. So we don't need to move twice back. So let's refresh and see if it's working or not. Now everything is working. Okay, so let's display, as I said, or let's add first the contents of the model. Let's copy from here. Let's copy this one and use it here inside the modal. And for now, we will only display the modal and later we will add the form. So let's change the ID and give it the ID that we have. Where is it that we have defined here? So let's give it to the modal and we need to include the modal. So let's include it. We can use it here, include the modals, include, and the modal is inside modals, student modal. Save, refresh, click on here and we have the modal. So let's change the content of the modal. So here let's change the title to add new students. And we can keep it closing button. And here let's add form. And we can give this form an ID and we will use this ID to submit the form. So let's give it save student form ID and inside let's put the content. And I think we don't need this one, the close, because we have already the close button here, this one. And inside let's add the form. So let's add div with margin bottom of 3. And inside we have label, and label will be for student name. And here we can use name, and name is required. And what else? Let's give it also a class. So the class will be called form label. And next we need to add the input, and input will be of type text. And here we have name, which is name, and it's required. And let's give it an ID student name. So please don't use name for the ID, because later when we add updates, so once I click on updates button, same, so there will be edit modal will appear, and we need to fill the form, so to not have conflicts between the two modals. So the ID, change the ID here to student name, student registration number, and student. We can make it like this: student name, and here student name for the ID, and for the placeholder name. So inside, when we reach the update, so we will display the modal form, and we need to fill the forms. So we will use the ID to fill the fields and to not have the conflicts between the two modals. So here we will use student name, and in the updates we will use name in the ID. So next, let's add the registration number. Let's copy and paste. And here we can name it, we can change it to register number. And we can use the same thing for the ID. And here it's registration number. And same thing for the placeholder. Let's change it to registration number. And also here, so the name will be same as we have in the field. So the field we have register without ER, so register number. Next we need to add AVG. So here let's change it to EVG, and here EVG, and here average, and also the placeholder we have average. What else we have? We have the decision. So here let's change it to move next, and also here move next, and here decision, and here inside the placeholder the same thing, and here the name of the field is move next. Now are done with the fields. We have also the button. So here the button we can change it to, let's change it to submit, and we can change the button type to submit, because we are submitting the form, and we need to once the form is submitted, so we need not once the form is submitted, but when we want to submit the form, we will use the ID to submit it once the user clicks on this button. So let's refresh, add, and as you can see, we have here the fields, but we need I think I forgot to add class for this for the inputs. So yes, I forgot to add class. Okay, let's do it now. Class form control, and same thing for the others. Let's do it now. So here we have the placeholder. Let's add the class, and also here so we need the class, and what else we need? We need also here the class. So save, refresh, click on add, and as you can see, now we have the name, the registration number, the average, and the decision. But I think here inside the registration number, so here the type must be number, and same thing for the AVG. So let's refresh, click again, and now it's number, and same thing for the AVG. Now we need to add the Ajax. So we need to send call to another file that we will create later, and this file will handle the submits, not the submits, but the student save. So it will save the student to the database and return a response to the user. So let's do that now.